What's going on, everyone? Are you ready for some more MK12? Taking on the crippled Kodo Khan here, which is always kind of amusing. From a story perspective, these fights are sort of stupid. Because MKX did the same thing with Quan Chi's Scorpion, which made it not satisfying in that game.
You will suffer.
So seeing that little soul chamber makes me wish Ermac would make a comeback for MK12.
Spineless, are you?
But I'm kind of curious how they'll go about that, since Shang Tsung is no longer a character anymore. He's been erased.
I'll submit to Katana Khan's justice, not yours.
Queen Shiva,
Katana Khan,
hold your tongue. Jade told me everything. Nothing good can come from that sorcerer's hands.
He will restore your mother, Katana Khan.
For 1,000 years, I've dreamed of seeing her alive again. But her soul deserves better than to be corrupted by Shang Tsung. This perversion ends now. How quickly your oath to me has broken, Shiva.
I have been bound to your mother for millennia. I must honor her.
Fight.
Taking on Katana. Let's do it. I'm ready for it. Crush you. Wonder why Katana doesn't get her own personalized Shokan bodyguard. She just has to take her mother's scraps.
For glory. You will suffer.
Smack ya. How you like that? And you're finished.
Forgive me, Katana Khan.
See, I'm still holding. See, what I think they could pull it off by having it where Shang Tsung actually did still corrupt her, and that's why she's still evil. But regardless, like I said last video, I think they'll retcon this.
What have you done?
Welcome back, Your Highness. It pleases me to see you, too.
Am I alive? Is this real?
It
It is, Lady Sindel. A miracle we could not have achieved without your most loyal subject.
Shiva?
Empress, though today I have aided you, too often have I failed to protect you. I am not worthy.
Ah, nonsense. Today, you give me the greatest gift. A second chance. Your duty is fulfilled. I am in your debt now.
Thank you, Empress.
Where is my daughter? Ah, Katana. It is me, Katana. Your mother.
I want to feel joy, but all I feel is... I was only a child when you... How could you kill yourself? Why did you abandon me?
I did neither, Katana. After being forced to wed Shao Kahn, I ran afoul of Quan Chi. He accused me of distracting Shao Kahn. Then the miscreant murdered me and staged my death as a suicide.
As I had always suspected.
But all this time? Everything I've been told about you, it's all lies? What can I trust?
Trust that I loved your father, Jared. Trust that I love you.
Oh, Mother.
This reunion is a blessing, but we have little time to celebrate. We must leave for Shang Tsung's island to finish our quest.
I would go with you, fight by your side, but...
Outworld needs its Khan. I know. Rest assured, Kitana. I will come home.
So stupid that they question why she killed herself.
Shang Tsung would only undertake such an arduous task if her aid promised a decisive advantage. She is but one mortal, and one of the few who can harm you. I fear no harm. They are at Shang Tsung's island. Your crown. Shang Tsung knows. Then our time for preparation is over. Go to the island now.
Of course he
We
knows.
cannot win their hearts, so do not try. Do not permit your better nature to compromise you. I understand, Mother.
This is also the thing that's really stupid about this. They're suggesting Sindel is relevant enough to be able to take on an Elder God, but she needed Shang Tsung's souls and everything and MK9 to take on the Earthrealm fighters in that game. Like, what the heck?
They couldn't go on. I am touched by their devotion.
I question their judgment.
Have neither of you any compassion?
Not for fools who follow you.
Are we not following him now? At least we do not follow that fool, Raiden. Then we would surely die.
You may run like the wind, Cabal, but I command it. You should have devised a better plan. There's more to come.
See, what makes this part really ridiculous is that we just saw in the main game Jackie and Jax do this themselves. Now we have a powerful sorcerer, a powerful shaman, a wind god.
You will be returned to the void. Not even she can help you.
And a former empress. Like, this is so much more powerful than what the other game story mode gave us.
Too slow. I expected better, Fujin.
Alright, here we go. Fujin time. I love how, like, Cabal seems to always get faster with each game. Like, they're slowly morphing him into, like, a Flash type character. Because I'm pretty sure before, it used to just be, like, quick dashes and stuff like that. But now it's just, like, he's supersonic for no reason. It makes no sense either. Because, like, his story origin is that he got burned by Kintara. And then he was given the mask as basically like a Darth Vader respirator situation to let him breathe. So I have no idea where the super speed has come from. Especially when you consider the fact that his past self, that's still human and everything, isn't sitting here with he has super speed, but he isn't all burnt up or anything. So I don't know where that came from.
I meet your expectations.
Cetrion must be on her way.
Sindel and I will occupy her. You two get the crown.
I must ask, sorcerer. How long before you betray us?
I find your lack of faith amusing.
When it happens, we will be ready.
Such a dumb question. Like he's going to answer it in about 3 hours. The other thing that's sort of amusing about this is that we were down here in MK9 when Liu Kang fought Goro, or when Jax, when Jax was locked up and Sonya fought Sub-Zero and Raiden and everything, and you never see this crown, which is like super obvious.
Do me a favor, Fujin, and take one giant step back. You too, sorcerer. Makes sense we'd meet again down here. When you caged me up, beat me within an inch of my life. The hell if I ain't gonna return the favor.
Always so generous.
I wish it gave us the option. I would have loved to have actually fought Fujin as, or fought Jax as Fujin and whatnot, and just have that option. Come on, Fujin, you command the wind.
Amusing, but insufficient.
You lost me at your temple, Fujin. Now Chronic Eyes made me even stronger.
You did not win that fight. You ran away.
Fight.
Oh. My bow gun. Jack it up. What would have been really cool to have seen is if Shinnok had, or not Shinnok, if Shang Tsung had done some sorcery that like caused Goro to rise again and start helping us fight off the others. That would have been kind of cool to see like a dead corpse of Goro. No voice or anything, just the mummified Goro helping fight. But that's not really a Shang Tsung sorcery type. That's more of a Quan Chi sort of thing to resurrect the dead.
You should have fled this fight too. Kronika's promises cannot be trusted, Jackson. Biha, Kano, Shao Kahn. Look at the scoundrels she employs.
That's a card you can't play, Fujin. Not when you're buddied up with Shang Tsung. Fight!
See, I'm not buying this. I'm sorry. He just got beat up by Shang Tsung and had like half his soul pulled out of his body. And you telling me he's fit to fight a freaking wind god now? Whatever. I don't know what kind of Iron Man suit he's wearing, but that's not happening. They give Fujin so many cool things that Raiden just doesn't get. Like, he's got a freaking katana, he's got a little bow gun. Such a shame they don't utilize this character more. Get off.
Kronika will not heal your wounds, Jackson.
Damn it, Fujin. You know what I've suffered. Kronika's my one chance to prevent all that. Not just for me, but for Jackie, for Vera. Shit. You're a god. Ain't no way you get how this feels.
You know the only time Raiden and I ever fought? When I left the Sky Temple to live among humans. Do not become attached to them, Fujin. Sentiment will impede the execution of your duty. But warriors like you and I, we are strengthened by sentiment. We do not fight to kill enemies. We fight to protect our loved ones. That is why it cuts so deeply when we fail.
Well, I'll be. Maybe you do get it.
Kronika knows your pain. She manipulates you with it. Jacqueline is on her way here. Kronika expects you to fight her. Worse even, break her heart. Is that someone who cares one whit about you or your family?
I hope we get more Fujin in later games. Hopefully they don't pull a MK4 on him and have him disappear forever.
to defeat me.
I am not finished yet.
Sindel can fly. Why did she just let herself fall? Or is that just a good Sindel thing? Oh boy, it's the sacrifice all over again.
Can you fight?
I'll do what I can.
Kronika offered the future, but instead you will have none. Blame only yourselves for this fate.
Fight.
Gosh, we're already doing Sindel. I feel like we only had like 2 fights with Fujin. I need more Fujin. He's the best character out of this bunch. I mean, Sindel's good too if she was actually good, but you know. We will fight against this Sindel until NetherRealm changes her back to how she was Midway days. I have always liked her unique style though, with the hair attacks and everything. Hang on. Oh god. Oh, dang it. There we go. We got you.
It is your fate that should concern you, Cetrion.
Just decapitate her. That seems to be the way to go. I love the Shang Tsung Cobra. I think the first time I ever saw it, and maybe the first time I ever showed up on screen, because I'm not as familiar with the 2D Mortal Kombats. I sort of started playing during the 3D era. But I think Deadly or Deception's intro is like one of the first times we see it. But I'm not sure about that. It could have been an MK1 or something.
Your strategy proved sound after all.
Of course it did.
Hands over your head, Shang Tsung.
You too, Sindel. That hair so much as twitches.
Ease up, baby girl.
Dad? How did you get here?
Why do they have an army this time?
Side against Kronika.
Yes. And now we must bring this to Raiden.
Is that a crown?
Kronika's crown. Without it, she lacks the power to restart history.
About time we had some good news.
Now that we have this, we're in uncharted territory. We've changed this timeline for good.
Correct. No one can predict what happens next. Not even me.
I must return to Outworld to aid Kitana Khan.
Thank you for aiding us. We will rendezvous at the Sea of Blood in 6 hours.
Until our next battle.
Go with the Briggs family to brief the special forces.
May the Great Spirit protect you.
May she protect you, Fujin, when Raiden lays eyes on you with Shang Tsung.
That just doesn't make any sense to me. Why do they have an army this time, and why was she questioning, is that a crown? That's literally the whole reason they came to the island. That whole segment's just jacked up. It's like they forgot what they wrote the previous story.
Without the crown, there can be no new era. This failure rests on my shoulders. No. I underestimated Shang Tsung's ingenuity. To escape the void. To return from the future. I will face him again, Mother. This time, I will succeed.
They're like Darth Vader talking to Palpatine.
With Shang Tsung in possession of the crown, he's become far too dangerous. And I doubt his new allies realize quite how dangerous he is.
Your Shaolin masters, they're ready.
They will fight until the last man.
That is likely what it will take.
There will not be a fight if Charon does not help us. Is there any word from Grandmaster Hasashi?
No. If we do not hear soon, I will return to the Netherrealm.
Wrong, Scorpion. This cannot be good.
Get Raiden.
The fire gardens. Rebuilt. The Shirai Ryu are indeed restored.
Why are you here, Scorpion? Where is Grandmaster Hasashi?
He is dead.
Such a crappy way to say this.
I understand your mistrust, but I am here to assist you.
I find that impossible to believe.
Cease, Sub-Zero, before you doom us all.
What is he doing here?
We are not together.
If you are here to help, prove it. Join me against the sorcerer.
I shall.
Fujin, Raiden thought you lost when the timeline was broken, but you stand with Shang Tsung.
We have urgent news for Raiden. Please, let us pass.
This may be the sorcerer's trick.
The fire gardens will not be defiled by his presence.
It's always hype when you see a Scorpion Sub-Zero alliance. Like, I really hope they keep that. Don't make them enemies again, please.
Why you have joined Shang Tsung is beyond me, Fujin. What has he done to corrupt your mind? Fight.
Alright, so I'm going to have to wrap it up here. We're getting close to 30 minutes for this episode, so I'm going to go ahead and shut this off here, and in the next episode, we'll take on our guy Sub-Zero. So I will end it here and see you all in the next one. See you then.